This is the 2021 GLE, and today I'm going to show you how this SUV can self-park itself. Now, Mercedes-Benz calls this their active parking assist, which means that the SUV can actually park into parallel parking spots and perpendicular parking spots all by itself. Well, pretty close to by itself. There is a step-by-step process, which I'll show you in this video here, and there is absolutely one thing that you cannot do while self-parking, and I'll show you that as well. Hello, my name is Garrett and I'm the Automotive Guru. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more on how your Mercedes works, news on upcoming models, and all other Mercedes stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell. Okay, so getting started, there are two things to note. The first of which being that the car itself can't actually see the spot. It can only sense the spot. And why that matters for you is that you have to find a spot that has two vehicles in a space in between. So if we were doing a perpendicular parking spot, we'd need a car here, a space, and another car here. If we're doing a parallel parking spot, we need a car here, a space, and another car behind it. The next thing to note is that I like to anticipate the parking spot, and on the left-hand side of this touchpad, you press the P button with a camera next to it, and this puts you into the parking mode. Now it will search for spots as you're driving at low speeds. So now we will begin to drive, and you can see it's actually looking for the spots itself. And we'll pass the first car, we'll pass the space, and then we'll pass the second car. And as we pass the second car, you'll notice that it will find the spot. And once we come to a complete stop, we will press the P button, and then we'll put the car into reverse, and we will not touch the steering wheel. And it's very important that you do not touch the steering wheel at all. And when we're doing the parallel parking spot, I'll show you absolutely why you cannot touch that steering wheel. And all we're doing here is just feathering the brake, just to allow it not to go too fast. And you can see now it's going to go into drive, and it's going to begin to pull us into this space here. And you can see this red line out here meet with this red line, and that's ever so slightly judging the space. And when those two meet, it will put us into park, just like it has done now. So now we've parked into this parking space itself. Now to exit the parking space, if it was really tight, you would have the car off, you would exit, you would go do whatever you needed to do, you'd come back into the car, put your foot on the brake, start the vehicle, and to get out of the car, you'll press the same P button, and then you'll put the car into reverse. It'll ask you if you want to exit and which direction you want to go. We'll just press right here. It's got the turn signal on. We do nothing other than control the brake, and it's begin to pull us out of this space itself. So this is handy because sometimes you get into the space itself and it's difficult to get out as well. And now it's going to put us into drive here, and it's pulling us out. And as it's continuing to pull out, you'll notice that these lines here are actually green. Now these will turn amber here soon, an amber color. And what that means is that you now are in control of the vehicle. Now you have to steer the car yourself. So that's how you park into a perpendicular spot. Now let's check out how we park into a parallel spot. Okay, so now we're going to have the car park into a parallel parking spot. So we'll do the same process. We'll press the P button on the left side of the touchpad. We will move forward at low speeds. And we're going to pass the first car. We're going to pass the space, and then we're going to pass the second car. And as we pass the second car, you're going to see the space appear, which it did right there. We're going to come to a complete stop, press the P button, put the car into reverse, and we're not going to touch the steering wheel. And as you see here, it's going to park us into this space. It does a really good job of parking into parallel parking spots. And a really cool thing about this is that it actually not only will park you into the parallel parking spot itself, but it'll actually take you out, which is kind of like we saw on the perpendicular parking. And once it's done, it will put you into park, of course. Now after we've gotten back into the vehicle, we'll press the P button, we'll say exit space. We'll put the car into reverse. And you can see here, it's going to take us out of this parking space here. Now, as I told you when we were doing the perpendicular parking space, that you do not want to touch the steering wheel at all. We're about to see this right now. So if I grab the steering wheel at all, while this is doing this, it automatically cancels the parking assist, and now you're on your own to do your own adjustments. So you absolutely do not want to touch the steering wheel while you're driving, because that's when people have issues. They touch the steering wheel, they don't realize that it's canceled, and they think the car is actually doing something for them when it's not. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. I really do appreciate it. If you found this video informative, click that like button, comment down below with any questions, and click subscribe to be notified when future videos like this are released.